So, could you briefly introduce yourself?
I'm Zoran Puhac. I represent EOGL. It's European Organization for Gaming Law. It is a non-profit organization with the main issue to rise and to spread high standards and to compromise requests from all sides involved in the gaming industry, from government and regulators, of course, from operators, and of course we can put it on the first place players.
So you have numbers of years of experience in the industry. How do you look back at your career?
Well, I have about 10 years experience exactly in the industry, but I have about 25 years experience in communications, especially in crisis communications. So it could be compressed in the same way.
Yes. Why did you decide to take the invitation and become a speaker?
I was a speaker in the past, I think about 3 or 4 times in Sofia, this conference, and I was glad when I heard that I was invited, and it's the main reason. The second, but equally important, is that the Sofia conference is the most serious, according to my opinion, it's most serious conference dealing with gaming issues in the Eastern Europe.
And can you provide an overview of your conference session?
My panel was the first, and we broke the ice, let's say. It's about regulatory matters, and regulatory is key matters in gaming industry, you know, so it's very important. I gave a kind of short overview across the Europe about regulatory trends. It is important because everything depends on regulatory issues.
Yes, that was a great answer. So, we are also curious to hear about your feelings regarding the conference. What is your favorite part of this edition up to now?
Generally speaking, I prefer topic of responsible gaming, and I can tell for myself, of course it is my personal opinion, that I'm kind of expert in responsible gaming facts, and it's my favorite panel. I hardly expect to see what is going on. It is tomorrow.
So my favorite question, if you could change anything in the present state of the global gambling industry, and if you had the power, what would it be?
I would try to regulate across the world. You know, the history of gaming is history of 2 status, regulated or non-regulated. Non-regulated status, it means really, in real life, kind of problems, kind of challenges, black market, criminal activities, etc., etc. And settling all of such bad things down is to regulate market. Unfortunately, we have not so many, but we still have some countries they do not have a regulated market in gambling industry. It would be really nice to regulate them all across the world.
Yes. And if you could give one advice for the upcoming speakers next year, what would it be?
Well, it's a field of communications mostly, not only expertise. Expertise, it is on the first place. It is not discussable about it, but they have to try to make their presentation or their discussion more interesting, to make some fun but important facts in their presentation.
So networking. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. It was an honor.